हेलो मित्रों। तो ठीक है, आज हम फंडामेंटल राइट के बारे में बात करेंगे। फंडामेंटल राइट ऑफ आवर इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन means actually fundamental right of our self Indian citizens. It means Indian citizens. So basically fundamental rights are very essential for human beings, and fundamental rights are called so because they are provided and given by constitution itself. Okay, so in our constitution under article 12 to 35 and part 3, the entire provision of fundamental right is given. Okay, and the inspiration from the constitution of USA, it means what is the bills of right in USA is the fundamental right of citizens in India. Basically the contents are definitely varying between both countries, but yes, this is the agenda. Okay, so Magna Carta bhi isi कहते हैं. This is called Magna Carta because it is so long and like uh, a charter which is released in Britain actually. That's why it's called Magna Carta. So justiciable fundamental rights because they are enforceable by courts if someone violate this. Guaranteed by constitution itself to all person without any discrimination. Every person it means whether it is citizen or an alien it means any other country's person living in India and coming visiting whatever. So this fundamental right is guaranteed to all. And there are some few fundamental rights which is not given to all person, it means only to citizens. Okay, so it is very good aspect that we given fundamental right to all of the person. And it is important because if we are not guaranteeing fundamental right to others, they will not come in our country. Every person needs some security safety in others nation also, right? So it is very primary concern. If we want to live as Vasudeva Kutumbakam, the entire world a village. Okay, so these fundamental rights are uh, providing equality, dignity, unity, etc. So equality is nothing but no discrimination between people, and like favor disfavor, right? Dignity means your self-worth, ensuring self-worth. Every citizen has its unique wealth, its unique self-worth. If we are considering unity, it means that every person is very soul Indian. It means solidification of country, ensuring this ensuring that solidification of a country, uniting country with some kind of universal value, that is we are calling Indian citizens, right? That's why we adopted one single citizenship. So fundamental rights are very, very, very vast, and the fundamental rights are provided because of ensuring, because to ensure political democracy. And political democracy means, if you are understanding, then it is the power. If you look after each and every article, you will figure out that article 14 to 18, 19 to 21, and 22, and also 23, 24, every each and every article is at least ensuring your security and giving you some kind of power. This is political, it means giving you power to manage, power to handle, power to express your feelings, etc., etc. So this ensures a person's dignity, that one could think and one could feel that he is or she is or some other gender will feel that we are valuables, and we have some kind of fundamental right which is really good enough. Okay, now fundamental rights are really good most valuable in terms of right specifications. Now, we could say that fundamental right ensuring that rule of government, rule of law, rule of law, that every person in India is governed by law, whether it is president or prime minister itself, whether it is Supreme Court judge, CJI. So it is very concerning that every big figure is also regulating somehow by law. It means any influential person can trigger them, any influential person can, what, control them. So basically system controls system. No one person could blame that this entire India is totally abandoned from the rule of law, right? So definitely there are loopholes, there are disadvantages, there are so many drawbacks also, but still it is workable, right? Now, originally we have seven fundamental rights, but after deleting of property, right to property, by 44th Amendment 1978, we have only six fundamental right, which is equality before law. Actually, six fundamental right, which is right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, and right to culture and education rights. Right. This is called cultural and educational rights, and also the sixth one, very important, right to constitutional remedies. Remedies what? Remedies is हिंदी में शब्द है इसका उपचार. उपचार मतलब कि दवा पानी कराओ भाई, है ना. So basically these are six fundamental rights. Let's discuss one by one. Okay, so before that we could consider some features of fundamental rights. Okay, characteristics of some fundamental rights. So some of them are only for citizens, as I earlier mentioned it, and remained rest of them for others, all the person, right. They are not absolute but qualified. Not absolute, which means uh, we can put reasonable restrictions on them. Not absolute means reasonable restrictions. A state has some kind of reasonable restrictions. Absolute means there is no kind of restrictions, right. And okay, third one is available against arbitrary action and state legislative actions. So state action, executive action, as well as arbitrary legislative actions के खिलाफ भी हमें प्रोटेक्शन देता है. It means that executive is not very, it means only that the action or order of executive can be questioned into court, right. At the same time, any legislative organ can't give permission to torture human beings. They will also question. Some are negative in character because they are providing limitation on authority, and others are positive in nature because conferring certain privileges to the person, like if we are very lower class people, we have now equality of right. It is privilege for us. If we are very poor class family, still we have right to fight elections, privilege, right. And now justiciable, as we talked about this before, defended and guaranteed by Supreme Court. Defended and guaranteed, not sacrosanct and permanent. It means Parliament can curtail or repeal all of them except some of the basic part of basic feature which is containing in fundamental right also, which is Article 20, 21, and also 32 and 13. These are some basic basic features, right, of Constitution itself. Constitution definitely. And the scope of operation, Article 13A, B, C is can limit the fundamental rights. Okay, now these are the features of constitution, right? Sorry, fundamental right. Now we will discuss about articles. So article 20, sorry, 12, 12, starting 12 from 35. So definition of a state in under article 12. Article 12, Article 12 talks about uh, what is a state. So, a state is nothing but government of India, that is executive and parliament of India. We can say easily executive and legislative is government, and government of a state and legislative of a state. Government, it means executive of a state, COM, Council of Minister, Mantri Parishad, and legislative of state. Now, all local authorities, it means panchayat, municipalities, district board, etc., right? These are local authorities, even the collector, and also all other authorities, every kind of other power or body which contains power, they can be considered as a state. So so under article 12 we can consider this article, this all these bodies, institutions are a state. So this particular provision is given for only part 3. So violation of fundamental rights, right? We can go against these institutions. So definition defined in a wider sense, so that okay. Under Supreme Court also okay. We'll discuss about this.